Hello everyone and welcome to my 24/25 League 2 predictions. I'm excited to do these. This is a really difficult league to predict, as you can tell from last year when I did my last League 2 predictions. But I've been spending like days going through each team and trying to figure out where to put each team because anyone could finish anywhere in this league. But I'm going to get right into it. Let's not waste any time. And starting with 24th, I'm going to put Fleetwood. And I'm sorry, Fleetwood fans, if you're around there. Just got relegated from League 1. But as I said, if you watched last year's video, I mentioned that a team relegated from League 1 always gets back-to-back relegation to the National League. And I do think one of the relegated teams will get back-to-back relegations. And it's between two teams that could fall into that category. Well, I've chose Fleetwood. I'll get to the other team eventually. But yeah, Fleetwood. I do like Fleetwood. I do want Fleetwood to survive and do well. They made it to the League One playoffs a few years ago as well. But yeah, I think that might struggle. I've just got that feeling that that'll just struggle on finish, but that'll do a Forest Green. That will be similar to how Forest Green did. So sorry Fleetwood, sorry to put you down there. Anyway, 23rd, I've put Newport County. Newport haven't really been convincing me lately. They've kind of dropped off. I used to predict them to do well a couple of years ago, but now they seem to be slowly dropping lower and lower. Last season, they was not really that good. So I think this season, they might drop even lower. But I think the relegation battle could be a lot closer. I think Fleetwood will be down, but it will be probably between 3 or 4 teams for that final relegation spot. And I think it will be Newport that will be the unlucky team. So sorry Newport. 22nd, I've put Morecambe. So Morecambe have had all these problems. I think everyone's heard about them now. Like they've lost all their players, but they have got the players now. They've gone out there, got a lot of players. The problem with that is that it's pretty much a brand new team, so they could struggle. So I think they will be down there. Some people put them to get relegated, but I think they'll be able to just get over the line. And I think after this season, they could maybe push further up the table. Maybe one day make them return to League One, or they might just do bad and get relegated. 21st, I've put Tranmere. I'm not quite sure on Tranmere. Tranmere is a 50-50 team for me. They could either do really well or really bad. So just putting them around where they finished last season, near the bottom, but they won't get relegated. They might look like to be in trouble at times, but they'll be able to survive with about 3 games to go. And then 20th, I have put Port Vale. This is the other team that I mentioned that could get relegated instead of Fleetwood. Port Vale, they're near the West Midlands. So I do like Port Vale, but yeah, I do have a bad feeling about them this season. People have put them to do well, but I've just got that feeling that I might struggle. So yeah, I was thinking either them or Fleetwood to put in relegation, but because Port Vale are more local, I decided to keep them up. Sorry Fleetwood for that. So Port Vale, I'm 50-50 about you as well. You could do well, we could also do bad. So yeah, just watch out. 19th, I've put Harrogate. These are the 50-50 teams. Harrogate, they did... I was going to say they did well last season. They did it well. They finished, like 13th from the ending game. They had some good games. That was in the playoff race. But their defence was not good. Then they conceded like 9 goals to MK Dons. So that defence could be a big problem. If Harrogate can fix that defence, who knows, they could be pushing up for the playoffs or even promotion to League One. But I don't think they've fixed their defence yet. So I think it might be a drop-off season. I don't think there'll be any relegation threat. I usually do put Harrogate near relegation. But I think Harrogate will be fine. That's all I pretty much have to say about Harrogate. So yeah, 18th, I put Accrington Stanley. Pretty much the same as last season. Few okay games, some bad games. Pretty mid. Wind up around in the bottom half. I just don't see them pushing on. I just see them sticking where they are for like another year or two. I think if I take quite a bit to push them back up. So hopefully you can do okay at Accrington. But let's move on to 17th. Where I've put Swindon Town. Originally I put Swindon near the bottom. I put them in like the bottom 4, I think. I originally said that they could do a Nottingham. Former Premier League team around the time the Premier League started. And then slowly dropping down into the National League. So Oldham did it, and I said Swindon could do it. They finished 19th last season. But they've got a few players in. So I think Swindon, they'll be okay. They rose up slightly to 17th. But still, I am a bit worried about Swindon. I can see them dropping down into the relegation battle. So just be careful a bit, Swindon. 16th, I've gone for Bromley. Brand new team in the EFL. Welcome, Bromley. And I've put Bromley to finish 16th. That'll be comfortable. That'll get it done. People will probably put them in relegation because they're a new team. But teams promoted from the National League rarely do bad. I don't know when was the last time a team promoted from the National League, a team promoted from the National League went straight back down. It's been a long time since it happened. So I think Bromley will be okay. Their defence will probably be not good. They will probably concede a lot of goals. But I think they'll do enough to get over the line. And a comfortable 16th in the end. And now 15th, I put Crewe Alexandra. I'm sorry, Crewe. I don't know why I put them this long. Like most teams, I just got that feeling. That was in the playoff final, and I lost to Crawley. Still my best ever predicting Crawley to get promoted. But yeah, Crewe, I think one of the teams in the playoffs will drop off. So, and out of the 3 teams, I think Crewe are most likely to drop off. So, sorry, Crewe. Do hope you do make a return to League One. But I do think they will have a bad season. 14th, I've put Colchester. Colchester has been a bit lucky in recent years. They've looked like being a team that could get relegated for a bit now. Because I usually predict them near the top. But they always finish near the bottom. So, first thought to put them in relegation. They just survived last season. But, as I said about Crawley last season, those teams that nearly get relegated always do well the next season. So I did nearly put Colchester into the playoffs, but yet again, it's not always the team that finishes 22nd that gets into the playoffs. Sometimes it's 20th or 21st that has a great playoff season instead. So I got lucky by saying Crawley last time, but I think it'll be a team 1 or 2 places above 22nd this season. But I still think Colchester will do well, and that's why I put them 14th. 13th, then I'll put Bradford. I want Bradford to get up. Similar to Swindon, they are a former Premier League team, but they are also a team that could follow the path of Oldham and slowly drop it into the National League. I remember them in League One years ago. So they've just been they've been around the top. They've been in the top 10 for a bit now, but they've never got over the line. I mean, over time, that'll just end up with them just slowly dropping down. But who knows? They could get another top 10 finish. But I think it might be a bit lower in 13th this season. And then maybe just like a rebuild season if they needed. So 13th for Bradford. 12th, I've put Salford. Salford let me down last season. I think I put them 3rd or 4th. So that was a massive disappointment. I think it's like 19th in the end. But I think they'll do better. I think that will improve. I think Salford could do something similar to Mansfield. Because Mansfield, as we know, spent a long time in League Two. They had like one season near the bottom where they were near the relegation battle but survived. And then the season after they finished mid-table. And then they've got like 3 seasons near the playoffs before they got promoted. I think Salford could do the exact same thing as Mansfield. So they've had that really bad season where they've nearly got relegated. Well, not nearly, they were pretty comfortable in the end. Didn't have any proper threat. But yeah, this season I think they'll be more mid-table. And then maybe next season they'll push more for the playoffs again, like they used to. Similar to how Mansfield did. Then maybe in about 3 years' time, we'll see Salford get promoted. 11th, I'll put Gillingham. More of the same from Gillingham, I'd say. Yeah, I don't see them pushing up or pushing down. Just more of the same. Yeah, I've got nothing to say about Gillingham. I just see them as that mid-table team. So I'm going to move on to 10th, Carlisle. Carlisle were one of those original relegated teams from League One I was going to put into the relegation zone, but after some of their business, I think that'll be okay. I don't think they'll be playoff contenders. They'll probably be mid-table for the entire season. Probably similar to Doncaster. So they'll be around 15th, 14th entire season. And then they'll end the season in great form and finish 10th in the end. So good luck, Carlisle. I don't know what I should say good luck to them, but good luck to everyone. Anyway, 9th, I'll put Walsall. My local team. And I want to see Walsall get promoted. They've done so much business. I've got so many new players in like the last 2 years. But so far it's not really paid off. It's just been mid-table every season. They finished 11th last season. But I think they could slowly be building something upwards. So I've put them 2 places upwards into 9th. And maybe they can slowly start building their way back into League One. Because they used to be up there a lot. But yeah, they're currently stuck in League 2. 8th, I'll put AFC Wimbledon. Wimbledon is another 50-50 one. Transfers, yeah, not been the best, but I think they could do well. I didn't share my early predictions, but in my early predictions, I put them second for some reason. I put them to get promoted, but I'm being smart this time, and I'm going to put them to just miss out on the playoffs. I think they could do well. They could have a good season. I think they scored a lot of goals, but also conceded a lot of goals. So maybe if they can improve the defence and improve the goals, Wimbledon could do well. They could push up and maybe get a player spot, but for now, I think they'll just miss out. And then into the playoffs now. Then we're getting serious now. And 7th, I've put Chesterfield, National League champions. People put them in the automatics. I don't think they'll be that good. I think they will do good. Similar to Stockport and Wrexham, that's what people said. I think it'll be more like a weaker Stockport than a Wrexham. They'll be in the playoffs definitely, but they'll just get in there. Then when it comes to the playoffs, probably gonna lose. But Crawley finished 7th and got promoted, so you never know. Anyways then, 6th, I put Grimsby. This is my Crawley of the season. Grimsby, they finished 20th last season. I think Grimsby could do well. I've got that feeling Grimsby could do well this season. They normally struggle. Struggle near the bottom of League 2. They've only been in the league for about 3 years now after their promotion from the National League. But I think Grimsby can do something. And Grimsby will win the playoffs. Let's get Grimsby into League 1. So, best of luck, Grimsby. I think you will be the surprise team of the year. So hopefully we can see something from them. But now then, let's move on to 5th, where I'll put Cheltenham. So Cheltenham, I think they'll be similar to MK Dons. They'll be around the top. They'll have a big spell of bad form, which will probably have them around 9th for a long time. 9th or 10th for like half the season. And then they'll start off well and end well. And that'll help them build into 5th place. I think Cheltenham, I keep getting those two mixed up because they're similar names. But I feel Cheltenham will be okay. They'll do good. They'll be the best relegated team. But they'll probably lose to Grimsby in the playoffs. But I think Cheltenham can do well. Anyway, moving on. 4th place, I've put Notts County. Notts County is an interesting team because they've got a great attack. They had one of the best attacks in the league last season. For the amount of goals they scored, probably top 7 worthy. But when it came to conceding goals, they conceded some of the most goals in the league. So yeah, I think it could be okay season. So I think they can fix their defence. Because all it takes is for them to fix their defence, and they could be in the playoff race or even the promotion race. So that's why I put them on 4th. But because I'm not too convinced on their defence, that's why I've just put them to miss out. I will now miss out by like a point. So sorry, Notts County, I'm putting you to just miss out. But anyway, for my automatics, who I think will get promoted, 3rd I put Doncaster Rovers. They ended the season so well. That was looking like relegation for most of the season. I think I put them to struggle as well. I think I put them near the bottom, but they surprised me in the end. Sadly, that they did lose to Crewe in the playoff semi-final. But if they can take the league form from the end of last season into this season, they could do really well. So that's why I've put them 3rd. No. I put them to get promoted last season, didn't I? I can't remember. I think I did actually put them to get promoted last season. So, Doncaster don't let me down. Second then. Second, I put Barrow. Some people put Barrow to finish low. I think some people even put them in the relegation battle. Barrow have been good. They've just missed out on the playoffs 2 years in a row. So that could be steeping downwards, but that was up there for most of the season. They can play well under them. And I think a Barrow can make some adjustments. I think Barrow could get promoted and get into the top 2. I have faith in Barrow this season. I think they could do really well. So, Barrow, do not let me down. Don't do a Bradford, or don't do a Bradford. Anyway then, my winner of League 2 then, it's MK Dons. I think this one's just obvious. I don't think there's anyone else you can put first. They could bottle it like they did last season. They could just finish 4th again. Well, looking at their quality, they've played the most so far in the League 2. I just think they're too good. That their team are way too good for this league. So I think it's similar to Northampton a couple of years ago, where they finished 4th and lost in the playoffs. I think they'll come back strong this season, and they'll just smash League 2. Like 10-15 points clear at the end. I think they'll smash it. Well, anyway, that's the end of my League 2 predictions. My 24-25 League 2 predictions. Put your thoughts below. Comment what you think the table will end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until the next video, I'll see you next time. See ya.